Welcome, dear friends, to another study of the book Courage by several spirit authors through the blessed mediumship of Francisco Cândido Xavier. What a blessing to be here with you today. Our thanks to Emmanuel, the author of today's message, and our thanks to Chico Xavier for his dedication to bringing to you and I the teachings that we'll receive today. Let's start our morning learning on learning about controlling our speech. Any other place on the earth that anybody tells you how to speak? Not just how to speak grammarly properly, but how to truly speak so that we can be the most effective in having a positive, everlasting impression on those around us. So this message is chapter 31, and Emmanuel will brings to us many considerations for us to ponder today about how we talk, how our words have power, and how do we control our speech. Ready, set, go. Quote, this concerns not only talking, but above all, verifying what has resulted from our words. Every time that we transform our emotions and thoughts into words, we automatically are transferring feelings to those who listen to us. Just unquote for now. So we have so many ways we teach ourselves the others have taught us growing up how to speak, how to set boundaries, how to voice our opinions. But how many times we take the time to analyze what results from the things we say? And just because we say we can't say it, should we? But how are our words and how we speak affects others around us? Imagine if everybody stopped to think about it. In the book Calmness by Emmanuel, there's a chapter, believe it's chapter 3, talks about your voice as your sound portrait, the intonation, the words you choose, how you say it, how much love and kindness you put into words, how that has an overall effect into how people perceive you, but also you're here. We're going one step above and talking about what I say affects how you behave and you believe. Although, let's continue with Emmanuel's words. Quote, although you have pronounced beautiful words and selected phrases, even if you haven't done it with goodness and understanding, then it is possible you may have received only indifference and distance from friends who share life experiences with you. Even when your expressions are noble and grammatically correct, if you have employed any expression of pessimism, bitterness, irony, or insincerity, then your words will be similar to gold containers, which pour vinegar or poison, hurting and making bitter hearts around you. This is because instinctively, our word usually brings a lot of our spirit. And that is to say, we express our feelings to those who pay attention to us. In view of these, let us pay attention to everything we say. That's unquote for now. So maybe we have prayed, maybe we have said beautiful speeches, we interviewed, we are presenting, we are lecturing someone. But then, even if you say the Sermon of the Mount, beautiful, right? The Beatitudes. But he says here, if we employ any expression of pessimism, bitterness, irony, or sincerity, then we will pour vinegar or poison because the words themselves need to be embedded in meaning. They need to be drenched in love and understanding in order to have the same effect. You can just imagine the master teaching the Sermon of the Mount, because it's a collection of his teachings, right? Over and over, and how he would have infused those words of loving kindness. And he's saying here, sometimes we say beautiful words and selected phrases, but we don't say it with goodness and understanding. Then we receive indifference and distance from those who share experiences with us because they know us. So there's no congruence. There's the outward expression of beautiful words, but without the feeling of goodness and understanding that comes within the heart. And we can as people, spirit to spirit, detect that mismatch, right? How many times you heard beautiful words, but the way they came out or from who they came out, it didn't resonate with you. So we don't want to be gold containers. Don't want to contain the beautiful words, but pour vinegar or poison around us because it can hurt us. And this is important. This is something that nobody in the world thinks about. Instinctively, our word brings a lot of our spirit. From the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks, right? So what's inside of us, unless we are class A actors, we pour some of us in our words. And that is felt by the other spirits who are around us, incarnate or discarnate. We express our feelings to those pay attention to us. And he's saying to pay attention to everything we say. And I'm going to make it applicable to our lives. So if I'm saying good things, but I have anger, I have resentment, and I don't mean it, it's going to have an impact on others. But also, when I repeat words of others, because a lot of people know of the spiritual realm, of the different types of spirits we can find in the first part of the spirits book who are accompanying us. They've heard about Joanna de Angelis talking about meditate on death, meditate on practice, replacing the bad thoughts with good ones. But she also talks about be careful what you do because you are accompanied. And then we go out and we listen to music that is less elevated. It's not a judgment. People are going to create what they're going to create. But are we going to be repeating those words? And it's not about being puritanical here and prude. It is about being mindful that we cannot just listen to this and not apply it. We have to apply. So we have to be selective of what we hear, what we say, because those words have an impact on us. So our attunement needs to be with higher quality creations, let's say, that don't import meanings of violence, of anger, of misunderstanding, of hatred. It has to come from, or demeaning others, or sexualizing others. So we have to make that go from the intellect to practice. As Jesus told the doctor of the law, you've known all of these, but you haven't felt it. So we need to feel it in our daily lives. So next time we open our mouths, we think, oh, what I say can affect others. And I need to say it in a way that is in attunement with the message I want to portray, but also knowing that it comes also from your spirit. They said, let's pay attention to everything we say. Now he's going to talk about having a conversation with others that you're going to do this morning with your colleagues, with your family, with a stranger at the grocery store. You're going to say hi to them, at least to the cashiers. We need to say hi, say their name, say thank you, look at them in the eye like they're people, right? If you're going to shopping somewhere. He says, a conversation is an act of donation from us. The opinions that we express are utilized to make our moral picture. It is more than that, as the word has power to create. Each phrase is a living seed. We may spread good or evil, health or infirmity, optimism or discouragement, life or death, to those who listen to us, according to the edifying or destructive ideas that we impose on them. It is carried out by mechanisms of influence, even when it's done indirectly. A conversation. So when we create something to be consumed, a video, a reels, a song, the words have power to create. Each phrase is a living seed. Are we spreading good? Are we spreading evil? Are we spreading health? Are we spreading illnesses, optimism, or discouragement? And the good thing is that you have the free will to choose how you're going to co create with your words today. Let's continue. You may alleviate the burden of those who are facing difficulties in life. However, what will become of those who are deeply immersed in bitterness if we do not encourage them with faith so that they may raise themselves as worthy God's sons and daughters and in need of His blessings as much as we do? So infuse your words with faithfulness, with hope, with encouragement, so that those who are facing difficulties can feel their burdens alleviated. Again, friends, this is what the Master did, and that's why we continue to go to his words for consolation and hope. Therefore, let us give our word the importance it really has. Because some people say, "Oh, it's just some gossip, it's just some news, just a conversation, chit chat. We're chit chatting here in the water cooler. We're talking about whatever." But no, we're co-creating. We have the spirits who are around us, feeding off of our words, not only of our actions, our food and stuff, but also of our words. We're creating these webs of interconnectivity that go beyond this realm of life, or this planet, or this galaxy. When you create the words of goodness, you're co-creating with the entire universe in goodness. When you listen to Bach, for example, when you listen to Ave Maria, you are connecting. Those words are co creating in goodness, giving faith to our hearts. He says, a dialogue is an instrument which exposes our inner world. A conversation is a mirror which reflects our real personality, by which other people may pass judgment on us. Therefore, when you speak, you show yourself. Unquote. Emmanuel. Thank you, Emmanuel. So, as you listen to the programs of Cardiac Radio, who are undoubtedly filled with words of consolation, of love, of hope, of faith, let's consider how we're going to use our words today to co-creating goodness. After all, as Andrea Luiz tells us in the book Evolution into Worlds, we are co-creators in a lesser plane, destined to be a co-creator in a bigger plane, larger planes in the future. But as of today, please impart hope, connection, loving kindness, understanding as an act of service, using good words, consuming good words, not spreading bad ones, not fueling anger, using words to quench the fires and calming, bringing inner calmness is an act of charity. Not physical charity, but spiritual charity, psychological charity, when we are able to control what comes out of our mouth as the sum of all that goes on in our hearts. What a beautiful teaching for today, and we are deeply thankful for Emmanuel for bringing us this most important topic in today's world where we're sharing so much, there's so much video, there's so much information. So let's co-creating goodness. Let's choose our words to be of kindness today. What else to say? Emmanuel has everything to say, right? But every week, God willing, each week, we'll be back with you with another study of the book Courage. God willing, I'll return next week, but until then, stay well, stay safe, and I'll see you next time. Bye bye.